Hello, family. Welcome to Morning's Great Finds. I'm Nana. Amore is not here. I'm having a great day. And if I'm having a great day, you should be having a great day. So let's have some fun. As you can see by the title, it's Story. And today I want to talk about Devotee Day. Now, have you guys ever heard of devotee? Now, I never heard of a devotee until I got my left leg amputated. And it's a person that's attracted to a person with disabilities. Now, not children with disabilities and not developmental challenge disabilities. Is a attraction to a person who with a disability. It could be spina bifida, it could be amputated, a leg, finger, hand, toe, arm. It could be any type of ailment that the person has, and the devotee is attracted to that person. I mean, we are human. We have a heartbeat. Blood is going through our veins just like it's going through yours. So yeah, so this is what I want to talk about, my second devotee day. We're going to call him Mr. L. Okay? I'm going to be eating some raisins, you guys. It's my snack today, some raisins. We're going to be talking about Mr. L today. Now, you see me looking down because I wrote down some little notes and stuff because my memory, I lost a lot of it during hyperbaric. Okay. L, do another friend girl of mine. Yeah, these friend girls, but they always have to do a favor for blind, which I appreciate them looking out for the girl. You know, the only girl. So I understand that. You know, you may have a girl, a friend girl. And she gave me his number. And she said she had already, now at that time, I had my left leg amputated. And I was wearing a prosthesis. Yeah, I was wearing a prosthesis at the time. And she said that it was her friend's nephew. Her friend's nephew. And she said she had been knowing that he could date. So she thought about me, and she told him everything about me, even my amputations. And she said to see what he would say. Oh no, I don't want to talk to nobody, with disabilities. But she said, oh no, I don't want to talk to nobody, with disabilities. But she said he didn't, that he was very inquisitive about it, and he wanted to meet me. So she gave me the number. She said, girl, you have to call him. You have to call him. He nice thing. And I was like, okay. She was like, well, you should invite him to the house. Everything. He real nice and everything. I've been working for a while or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know. This is my second date. I'm like, I don't know. But I said, okay. I have a chance. Because if anything don't come up, I mean, we can always be friends. So I said, so I called Mr. L. And we talked for a long time on the phone. Getting to know each other better and everything. And we talked about colors and, what we like and everything. So I was like, let me meet him. See what he's about or whatever, So again, he said, well, maybe I could bring you lunch. What would you like? I said, I like crab legs. Now you got some expensive taste. I said, well, you asked me my favorite meal, and I'm telling you. He's like, now, what's your second favorite? I was like, Chinese. Okay, I do that. So he's like, what you want? I said, some shrimp rice, make it plain. And he was like, okay, I want to come over tonight. And I'm like, oh. And he was like, yeah, can I meet you? I'm very interested to see, how you look and everything. And I'm like, yeah, how I look, or is he interested in my going on, whatever. She was like, well, okay, invite him over, whatever. So he came about 8 o'clock. And when I tell you first impressions and everything, but you know what? I don't judge nobody. You know what, you guys? It's storming outside, and it's saying my connection is not right. It's hailing outside. It's storming outside. God is in control of this weather. We should be going to summer, but right now it's like 40 degrees here, and it should be hotter. And it's storming outside. It's hailing outside. And it's stopping my internet connection. If this thing is stopping, it's because of the internet connection. Okay, let me go back to saying. So Mr. L said he wanted to come over. So he got the shrimp, and he came to my house. And guys, like I said, I'm 6'3" when I stand up. So this time I went to the door. And when I opened up the door, and my mouth was open, but I closed it real fast. My mouth was open because he came to my door, and I'm looking, but I should have been looking up. I was looking down, and he was about 3 feet, 4 or 5. I'm not kidding you guys. And I didn't judge him or anything. I welcomed him in my mama's house. He came in, he sat down, and he told me his little nickname or whatever, but I'm going to call him Mr. L. And we sat down and we talked, and we got to know each other better and everything. And we talked about so many things. But in this conversation, he kept talking about being short. Every other sentence was being short. And that let me know that he had a complex about himself being short. I mean, I talked about my disability, but it wasn't in a bad way. He talked about being short in a bad way. I'm short. And, like some people, when they're short, they have a short girl mentality or a short boy mentality. And he had a short boy mentality. What I'm trying to explain is, let me see, every other sentence was about him being short. It wasn't about me anymore. The conversation was about him being short and how he don't like people calling him short or saying short things about him. And I'm like, all he talking about is being short. He has a short man mentality. Because he could have said, I don't care about being short because blah, blah, this, God made me. I'm positive, boo, boo, kept saying, who was me? I'm short. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what before have I got myself on this second date? So we talked and everything, and you know what? He kept talking about him being short. I'm trying to talk to him, trying to find more about him and how he feel about a person with a disability or whatever. He said, well, I like you and everything, but you know what? I'm short and short. And I know you probably like a short man or whatever, short man mentality. Like, no, I don't judge you. I'm not judging you because you're short. I judge by your heart, not how tall you are, not how short you are, but by you as an individual. But he kept saying, I know you don't like me because I'm short. I know you don't like me because I'm short. Every other sentence was like, I know you don't like me because I'm short. So he has a short man mentality. It wasn't like that. I never judged him. And I'm still like that. I don't judge a person on their looks. I judge them by their heart, their character, what they show me. Okay, so I said, okay. So he left about 9:30, 10 o'clock, you know. I said, you know, I got to get and take my medicine and all this other type of stuff. So he said, will you call me? I said, okay. So he left, and I was telling my mom how he was. She was like, dang, what was he saying? I said, she was like, he got a short man mentality. I said, yes, ma'am. So he left, and when he got home, he called me, and he made it home, and we talked for a while. Still like me because I'm short. I'm like, look, Elle, I'm not judging you because you're short. I judge you on your character, the way you treat me, not being short. I will go out on a date with you. I mean, let's, you know, first of all, let's learn each other as friends, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we talked on the phone for a while, for many months after that. You know, my friend girl have gatherings in the house, so she was like, C and L, everybody come to the house, why don't you come over too? I was like, okay. So I called L. I was like, you go on the friend girl's house? And he was like, yeah. Won't you come over? So I said, okay. So I came over and everything. You know, my mama dropped me off, you know. And, you know, we were playing spades and everything. I'm not a good spade player. I just play for fun. But it was some serious spade players, you know, get mad, you know, or don't pull out the right card. You know, they get fired up. And I was like, oh. So I'm like, let's play some Uno because y'all tripping up in here. So we was playing spades and everything. They were drinking and everything, and I'm not a drinker like that, you know. So I was like, just give me some Kool-Aid, give me a Sprite, something, you know, whatever. So that's what I was drinking. They was, you know, doing their thing. I don't judge nobody for what they do, you know. I do me, you do you. Okay, so we were playing and everything, and me as a person, I've always loved wrestling, and I've always been a wrestler. I mean, I wrestle with family members and friends, and I've always loved the Von brothers. Some of you might even talking about, but they were some fine Caucasians back in the day who loved to wrestle. Von brothers, yes. Those are my peeps, but I still love the rest of the state. Okay, so L was kept messing with me, and I was like, man, you better stop. Figure leg 6. He was like, girl, you can't do nothing. You only got one leg. I was like, okay, keep on. So he kept on messing with me. So I got up, and we started wrestling. I mean, we were all in, even to one of the spare bedrooms that my friend girl had. So we wrestled all the way, rolled all the way in there. So we got, I don't know how we got on the bed, but we was wrestling tough. And we were on the bed and everything. And next thing I know, he pinned me down. But he pinned me down because he cheated and held on to the wood railings up. So as we were in this particular wrestling mode, he was like, oh, Blondie, I got you now. Now what you gonna do? I was like, man, don't you try. You don't know me like that. Now we were wrestling and fine. You know what? I'm trying to know because I don't play like that. I was seriously trying to hurt you. I know you a man, and I'm trying to wrestle with no man. Well, we were wrestling, but I'm like for real, you know, trying to get somebody off you. I mean, you go into survival stand. So he saw my eyes. I was like, I'm gonna go into survival mode with you. And he knew I wasn't playing. So he stopped. And I was like, now we were having fun. Why would you take it there? He was like, because I like you like that. And I'm like, you got to get to know me better. We just can't jump from A and then go all the way to Z. What about in between? So he was like, okay, cool. So after that, I mean, we talked on the phone, and even to this day, as a matter, he messaged me not too long ago talking about what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and all this other type of stuff, and being very flirtatious. I'm gonna say over flirtatious, because he says some things out of order that he shouldn't have said. Use your imagination. And I'm like, he don't even know me like that. What possessed him to say that? But I'm like, he must be feeling really freakish tonight and deciding, but he don't know I'm not the one. I'm not going to be rude back because that's not my caliber. But I know how the person on me. So I said, we in the night and we've been friends, casual friends every now and then. I mean, like every few months, he'll say hi on social media, and I'll say hi. He'll flirt with me or whatever. But nothing's come up. Nothing's come up. We just been friends. But he wants to be more than that. But he wants to jump from A to Z. What's in between that? What's in between that? Come on now. I have a disability, but it has not taken all of my mind. Okay. So calm it down. But this is my second devotee date that I've talked about tonight with Mr. L. He's raising her really good. And Mr. L, he was overly aggressive. He was overly aggressive with me. Not even when I was well. You can't be overly aggressive with me. I like smoothness. Swagginess. Come on now. Jesusness. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe. Share this video. This is Devotee date number 2, which was a fail, but a learning experience. Devotee learning experience. Thank you guys for watching. And I want to say, he is mine, he is mine. Jesus, I know he's mine. And his love for me is one of a kind. And it's always the wonderfully King on today. See you.